happens when a charity loses its board, its founder, and its mission, all in a matter of months? Today we're talking about Sentebale, an HIV/AIDS charity that was co-founded by Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso of Lesotho. And what's next after a hostile leadership takeover by Dr. Sophie Chandauka? If you're here for facts, not for spin, this video is for you. So what is the role of the trustee in UK charity? Trustees are legal stewards of a charity. They make financial decisions, approve major spending, and ensure everything aligns with the charity's mission. By law, these decisions must be made collectively. One person, even the chair, cannot act alone. If you're spending 600,000 pounds or dollar on consultants, as a chair, that decision should be backed by documented board approval, period. So what is a patron? Patrons are symbolic and moral leaders. They help raise visibility, funds, and credibility. Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso weren't just figureheads. They were involved, present, and passionate. When both founders walk away, something is seriously wrong. So what happened when trustees resigned en masse? Legally, a UK charity must have at least 3 trustees. When the board resigns, the charity may enter a governance crisis, requiring intervention from the charity commissioner. If Dr. Chandauka continued to act as a chair and appointed her own replacements without board oversight, it may have breached UK charity law. So what if the funds were spent without board approval, as been alleged? Using charity funds without board consent could constitute unauthorized spending. If funds were directed to consultants with personal or family ties that raise potential conflict of interest and self-dealing concerns, this isn't just bad practice, it could be unlawful. So what the founders can do now? Prince Seeiso and Prince Harry. So there are a couple of things they could do is to file a formal concern with the Charity Commission, call for independent audit or special investigation. They've already issued a statement clarifying their resignation, and which is what Dr. Sophie Chandauka interpreted as an attack on her. So the next step, they could demand governance reform and reinstatement of an independent board. So they may not hold office anymore, but they still hold moral power. So why the mission still matter? Sentebale is still an important mission. Lesotho and Botswana still have a serious HIV crisis. Over 270,000 people live with HIV in Lesotho alone. Sentebale was created to support these children, not to become a vanity project. Charities don't belong to consultants. They don't belong to chairs, they belong to the people that were created to serve. So, yes, Dr. Chandauka targeted Prince Harry, not Prince Seeiso. This is a very striking omission. Despite Prince Seeiso being a co-founder, equal partner, equal patron of Sentebale from the beginning, as both princes lost their mother at a very young age, Dr. Chandauka directed her criticism, allegations, and also insinuations exclusively at Prince Harry. She did not allege bullying, harassment, or misconduct by Prince Seeiso. Yet both co-founders resigned in solidarity when the trustees were pushed out. Okay? So what does this suggest? So a selective narrative targeting Prince Harry, possibly because of his global profile and media attention, and also possibly with her allegations that she's working with Prince William via Ian and to try and sabotage this charity that belongs to Prince Harry in tribute to Princess Diana. And those because they've been trying to actually uh, delete those memory of Princess Diana from the royal history. So if you got a charity that's called Sentebale, that's called Forget Me Not, and what do you remember? You remember Princess Diana. So if you're a royal family, you don't want anything, people, the public to remember a woman called Princess Diana, then what do? You try to sabotage anything that the public would remember about that woman. So those are the thoughts out there. It's out there. I'm just saying this is some of the views that people have about this hostile takeover by Dr. Sophie Chandauka. And so this also could be a tactic to provoke public sympathy by also presenting herself as a victim of royal interference, and also by going to that, anti-Meghan, anti-Harry hate campaign. And the exclusions of Prince Seeiso reveals inconsistencies in her claims. Either both were complicit of this, or neither were. So these are very important things to think about. Um, so she threatens apparently to sue Sentebale when asked to resign. This is significantly and deeply, troubling for the charity. When asked by the board to step down due to loss of confidence, she reportedly refused and responded with legal threats. Instead of submitting evidence to the board or charity commission, she chose to position herself as the injured party in the media. That's also what I read about her behavior. This raised questions. If her claims were serious, why didn't she seek internal resolution? Why did she go public first rather than report concerns through proper channel? Why did she speak to Sky News instead of Charity Commission and have this litigated quietly with the Charity Commission, even before the resignation, before all of this? So this is the hostile takeover. I mean, she talks like she owns this charity. And there's also another lie that I found about her that she said about when I said in that last video, it raised eyebrow when she says, like, she said something like, the where the staff is in Tabale with 540 not known to be that much.
What was the point? What was the aim of setting it up?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Trevor, for having us here on behalf of the entire Sentebale organization, 540 strong.
And I'll show you the updated information from the Royal Commission in the UK. It doesn't really say it's actually lower than 200 staff at Sentebale. But you know, Sophie Chandauka is a liar. You know, where are the 540 people that she was talking about? Yeah, these people, I don't know what this woman is thinking, but it looks very interesting that she would lie like that, something that you can actually go in online and confirm. But yeah, so it's interesting really. So what she should have done is to raise concerns through formal board channels, request an independent investigation, reported her concerns to the Charity Commission, protected the integrity of the charity first, cultural sensitivity. Okay? If her allegations were serious, she had a legal pathway to address them, but threatening the charity and going straight to the press undermines her credibility. And what it does, it damages the Sentebale mission. It's not too late to rescue Sentebale from this hostile takeover by Dr. Sophie Chandauka, but that requires integrity, courage, and public accountability. If you believe in protecting charitable mission, share this video, speak up, and demand better.